Good day, Mr. Pagaran, and today we're going to present to you our research entitled Cooperative Learning and Academic Achievement Among Grade 12 STEM Learners. So, cooperative learning is a teaching strategies where students cooperate in small groups under the guidance of a teachers to achieve a common learning goal. While the academic achievement, it is a learning outcomes that show how well a students achieve the goals that they set for themselves. Having an achievement is such a big flex, and to fulfill this, cooperation must be one of the elements to earn success. In an institution, students are not limited to just learn from their teachers, but as well as their classmates. Achieving success is often showcased as an accomplishment, and especially in educational setting, students benefit only not from teachers but also from their peers, classmates, group mates, also from each other through cooperative learning and fostering collaborative environment for shared learning and achievement. According to Hosseini et al. 2017, that using cooperative learning is a big help to boost students' academic achievement. While Mendel Lazaro et al. 2022 added that these strategies in educational setting help students to set learning focused goal, or it creates the necessary conditions for encouraging students to develop goals oriented toward learning.
In addition, students need to be reoriented about taking part in some cooperative learning activities in both small and large groups. Hence, the research has suggested developing and implementing an action plan to improve academic achievement to encouraging the teachers to employ more engaging instructional materials regarding cooperative learning strategy. This is according to Adams of 2013. Students should also be acquainted with a variety of coping mechanisms for poor academic performance. Given the importance of academic achievement, learners should also be provided with a strategy that motivates them to do good work in their studies. When cooperative learning is being utilized in one educational setting, a numerous of goals can be accomplished. This is why it is essential to guide learners towards participating in some cooperative learning activities.
According to the study made in 2012 that educational institutions had a hard time dealing with low academic success of the student that affects their educational objectives. There are various reasons why these issues arises. One of them is the student capability to learn that makes frustration and inconvenient for both teachers and other students. And this poor situation made an impact to the whole academic system of the school.
This study will provide relevant data that can give them a more fully understanding of collaboration, learning, and academic achievements of the students. It ensures the enhancements of their knowledge as a part in a variety of collaborations, not to rely on their group mates, but to develop one another as well. The research were endorsed to see if using cooperative learning affects their students' academic achievements. Thus, the researchers conduct the study to determine whether cooperative learning and academic achievements are correlated with each other and what are the what are the other factors that may affect it. Now, the major gap of this study is to determine the functions of cooperative learning in students and analyze their cooperation if we are able to identify their academic performance due to their cooperations as well.
In this quantitative research, a descriptive correlational design is chosen to explore natural associations between study variables, specifically examining the relationships between cooperative learning and academic achievement among grade 12 STEM learners. The respondents selected for this study are 240 participants from the STEM strand, determined using the Slovin's formula to ensure a representative sample size. This design allows for a detailed investigation into the connection between cooperative learning and academic achievement within the context of grade 12 STEM education.
Cooperative learning questionnaires contained 5 indicators, namely interpersonal and collaborative skills, face-to-face interaction, beneficial interdependence, individual responsibility, and group interaction processing. Each indicator has 5 item statements for a sum of 25 item statements. The respondents respond to each statement on a 5-point Likert scale. The, Li- the Likert scale will allow us to identify the majority based on their agreements if they are strongly agree or disagree. On the other hand, the academic achievements questionnaire contained 3 indicators, namely cognitive, behavioral, and attitudinal. Each indicator has 10 item statement for for a sum of 30 item statements. This instruments measures the achievements of the students, specifically in the academic category. The respondents respond to each statement on a 5-point Likert scale also. Same goes with their cooperative learning as well. But this time is based on their academic performance, wherein they are provided with the same scaling but a different indications. Again, this will allow us to identify the correlation between cooperative learning and academic achievement based on their response in every indicators.
Data gathering procedure. First, the researcher consult their PR teacher for their survey. After that, they ask permission to their respondent and distribute it. And after they distribute it and the papers were returned to them, they analyze the data gathered, and that's all.
The first one is the mean. Mean help us understand the average performance of students in cooperative learning and academic achievement. It gave us an idea of how typical or representative the data is in the sample. The second one is person. It's a tool to check if there's a strong connection between cooperative learning and academic achievement. It measures the strength of the relationships between these variables, indicating if they are significantly linked.
In conclusion, the grade 12 STEM learners' cooperative learning is high. This implies that there is cooperative learning system applied in their classroom setting. Second is the grade 12 STEM learner academic achievement is high also. This implies that the students are mostly achievers. And lastly is there is significant relationship between cooperative learning and academic achievement of grade 12 STEM learners. This means that cooperative learning is enough and sufficient to affect the academic achievements and performance of a student.
The researcher recommended that the school administrative staff should actively encourage and foster positive relationship among all students. The idea is that the school is a supportive environment and promoting friendly interaction contributes to a positive and inclusive atmosphere for everyone. Also, for teachers, teachers should boost student motivation and achievement by adopting methods for tasks involving cooperative learning. The students should recognize the value of both cognitive growth and improved social interaction skills as effective learning strategies as they expose and collaborative environment. The findings of the study provide guidance for future researcher and are being used to develop new knowledge in other fields.